Hey, what's up, guys? I'm going to build an automation with you today that allows you to create social media posts in seconds. All you need is a few modules. We're going to be using Slack, Google Sheets, and OpenAI's ChatGPT. And what this is going to do is it's going to take a voice note that you record in Slack and create a social media post about it. So you can either add this to your workflow, or I might make a part 2 where I build an automation that automatically posts it for you. But for now, this will be a voice notes to social media post, and it'll be awaiting your approval. So let's get right into it. What we're going to do first is we're going to build a Slack module. Now you're going to want to sign up for Slack, and I recommend that I'll show you. I recommend that you actually create your own channel. So this is going to be like your private channel. And what you're going to do is this is strictly for your voice notes. So maybe you're struck with a sudden idea, or you just read an article, some sort of blog, and you want to write a post about it. All you got to do is go to the Slack channel, provide your voice note, and the automation will run in the background. Perfect. So if you need to pause this video for a second, go ahead and make your channel. And just to show you what it looks like, I have my voice note to social media private channel, and I made it private. Cool. Now what you're going to do is go back to make. Let me close this. And then we're going to watch for, let's see. We're going to watch the private channel messages. So we're going to create a connection, and let's do, so go ahead and log in. Awesome. And then we're going to select from a list, voice notes to social media, and then we can have a limit. I'm just going to do like 5 at a time. And then from now on, press OK. And then what you're going to do next is we're going to download the audio file. So why don't we do this, and then we'll download an audio file. Do this one. Then we have to log in again. Perfect. And then we're just going to take the URL from here. It's going to be from the message. Let me see. I believe it's going to be upload. And then next, what we're going to do is we're going to create a transcription. So go to ChatGPT. You're going to create a transcription. Connect your ChatGPT module, Slack, download a file, Whisper 1, and it should be the data here. Now I'm just going to test this out to make sure that we got it running correctly. Hopefully it'll work. Let me see. So I'm going to save this, and then why don't I go to Slack and why don't I record something? So I'm going to record a voice note. Allow. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you receive? So we'll stop, send it, and then let's run the automation. So it looks like we have an error here. Now let's see if I can get the, so I was wrong. So I think the private download is going to come from the files. Here we go. So we just had to run some data through it so we can get that, data that we can map it, and then now we have the proper mapping. So if you're following along here, just run a test with your Slack channel, put a voice note through there so you can get the proper data that you can input to the URL private download. So I'm going to test it one more time. Go back to Slack, and then hey chat, if you transcribe this perfectly, then I should be able to read what I just said. It's about a 10-second transcription. All right, We're going to send that over, and then we're going to run it again. Perfect. Perfect. And then let's see how it came out. So it looks like it's picking up, it looks like it's picking up the previous transcription. Let me see. So it's looking good so far, but I want to know what the output is. Yeah, there we go. So that looks good. Hey, Chad, if you transcribe this perfectly, then I should be able to read. It's about, okay, cool. And then this was test, test. That's weird. I don't know why that one's at. But let's move on. Next, we're going to write a social media post using ChatGPT again. So we're going to want to create a completion, which is right here. And I already made sure that I had a prompt. You guys can just copy mine. I'm just going to use 4.0. And then I don't even need that many tokens. So I'll do that one. And then the message will be user. Actually, I like to write a system prompt always. You are a helpful, intelligent writing assistant. Cool. And then I'll give it a role. And then you could just copy this prompt that I'm going to give you guys. I'm going to grab it from right over here. So for me, it's going to say, my name is David and I create AI no code automation content for social media. Using the note below, please write a text post that follows these guidelines. So output only the text post, keep it casual and plain, limit it to 2 sentences, make it concise yet informative, and your top priority is providing value to my audience. So let me just copy that. Just do that. And then I'm going to paste that here. I don't need this. We don't need this. This. And then we'll put the note here. So we'll paste the text here. And I think in order to do this right, we should limit this to 1 at a time. And then we'll limit it to 1. And then we'll have this running at, maybe see, at regular intervals. Well, I guess this depends on how many operations you want to run, and then also how many times you want to post to social media. I'm going to use this for Facebook and maybe LinkedIn. So maybe 3 times a day. So you could do maybe like 3-hour intervals. But the thing is you want it to pick up. You can specify the hours. So maybe you need to ensure that yeah. Let me see. We'll do it like this. So every like 4 hours, let's say from like 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. How much is that? It's 12 hours. So it's every 4 hours. So 60 by 4, 6. Shit, I'm so bad at math. 240 minutes. Cool. So do it every 240 minutes and then make sure that you're just doing one within every 4-hour intervals from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. There you go. Now, going back here, looking good. That's all ready. And why don't we run it? Let's see. I'm going to test it with a note. So let's do, I've noticed that even though there's a lot of viewers on TikTok, the YouTube viewers seem to have higher engagement because of the fact that the content is long form. And I really prefer this format because it allows for a better connection with my audience. So we'll send that over. We'll run this. And interesting. So it's talking about automation. I don't think I like that. I don't think I like that at all. I wonder why. So we have to figure out what's being mapped here. So the last output was this text. It's not really proper. Okay. So for whatever reason, so there's a reason why it's not picking up the most recent. Interesting. Was it not clear enough? I'm gonna try this one more time. Let's see what happens. Not that. We'll do this one. YouTube has higher engagement for a reason because the videos are in longer format. The attention span of the viewer allows for them to have a deeper connection with the creator. Compared to TikTok, even though there's more views, the engagement is lower because it's short form content. So I'm going to send that over. Maybe it just needs a little bit of time to buffer. We'll see. And then let me run that again. See what happens. Interesting. I wonder if it has to do with the mic being compromised because I'm recording right now. Let me see. Okay, so far we have these four modules, and the reason why it was acting up was because I had mapped the data into this prompt, but that wasn't necessary. All you need to do is ensure that this is filled out, the download a file from Slack, and you're all good. So moving on. Next, we are going to, so we have the social media post, and then you're going to put it into your Google Sheet. So this is what your Google Sheet should look like. And you can just copy the template that I have here. Give me 1 second and I'll pull it up. So we have the voice notes to social. So you're just going to make a 3-column Google Sheet. We have the status, social media posts, and then the voice note transcription. And then what you're going to do is add these two checkboxes. That way you know whether or not you want to approve it for later. But what I'm going to go do from here is update a rows module. So we're going to add a row actually. And then we're going to choose, let's see, make.com. And it is there we go. Voice note to social media post. Cool. So we have these three right here. What you're going to do is you're going to take the transcription, which comes from the create a transcription module. And then the social media post is going to come from the, let's see, result from the prompt module. And then what we're going to do is save that. And then if you want to add a notification, you can do that using Gmail. So I'll just do that as well. That way, every time it's successfully uploaded into your Google Sheet, you have an email that's sent to you. And so I'm going to go to Gmail and you're going to send an email. And then you want to connect to your email. And then you do new social media post ready for approval. And then in the content, we'll say new social media post ready for approval. And then we'll just add these line breaks here. And then in here, we are going to have the social media posts. So we'll just do the result. And then we can even have a link to the post. So what I'll do is I'll copy this. And then that way you'll know exactly which one to look at. So we'll do line break, and then we'll do the row number so you'll know which one. And then we'll do another line break. Perfect. And then make sure to send it to yourself. So we'll do David at XYZ. Perfect. And that's the complete automation. Why don't we test it here in our Slack channel? So we're gonna do it's crucial to test your automations while you're working on them. That way you can ensure that they're foolproof. And when you deliver your automation to a client, you know for a fact that it is not going to fail because you tested it while you were working on it. So finish that, send it over. And then we're going to run the automation. And then while that's running, why don't I go over to my Gmail account, which is actually right here. And then we'll see what I get. So it looks like it did finish. And it looks like row 3. So we're going to click on the doc. And that is row 3. Always test your automations as you build them to catch any issues early. This ensures they're reliable and ready to perform flawlessly for clients. Bam, there you go. So then you can have it rewrite or post. I'm going to build that in a separate video, but there you go. Simple automation. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And if you want to see more videos like this, tell me what you want and I'll build them. See you in the next one.